you got any of that. So I don't know if I caught any of that. So this is me apologizing to my fiance because oops. Hey guys, not a face you see often. This is me just after taking those terrible videos. I'm clearly not a videographer. I apologize. Zach will probably laugh at this later, but I tried. I did. I was too wrapped up in the moment. Sorry. Oh. Sauce. Yeah, no worries.
What's going on, guys? I'm sure by the video and the intro and what is behind me right now, you can tell what we're talking about or what we're doing in this video. Yeah, car was in an accident. First off, no, it was not me. I was allowing a family member to drive the car. Basically, they were having issues with their daily at the time. I told them, you know, the car was insured, let them use it, and they got into a little bit of an accident. Stuff happens, you know. At the end of the day, everyone was safe and was okay. I'm not angry about it. Obviously, I did put a lot of work into this car, but I did know it was on its way out. Realistically, I thought I was going to have like another year or two out of it. And the reason for that is just the body. When I was searching for cars, it was the cleanest one I could find. And obviously, I found out quickly it wasn't. It was a rear end hit. I was unaware of it. When I bought the car, the rear quarters were mint. They were solid. They looked great. It was my first time buying a car. I didn't really know what to look for, what to ask for, and I just assumed it was great. About, I don't know, a month into owning the car, Bondo started falling around the wheel wells. So that kind of gave away that there was something up with the car. And as I started working on the car, doing the body work and getting the car ready for paints, I started to realize the extent of the issues with this car. Now, that being said, we have to figure out what we're going to do with this car, and I'm sorry guys, but I think we're parting it out. I don't really have the want or the will to continue keeping this car going. It's going to be hard for me to let it go. I did do a lot to this car, and it's kind of what taught me what I know for cars right now. If it wasn't for this car, I wouldn't know what I know right now. Like, I learned to do coilovers, how to, you know, pull a transmission, you know, how to do a clutch job. It showed me body work, painting. It showed me a lot of stuff, and there was still a lot of things I wanted to do to it. It's just the STI kind of took over that. After I got the STI, I kind of realized I wanted to stop putting so much time and money into this car because I knew it was on this way out. I'll walk you through, I guess, the car, kind of just show you why I'm making this decision. And then hopefully you guys aren't too mad at me about this, but I promise you there's going to be something good coming very soon. I'm not going to announce it, but there is going to be something really cool coming in the future. I promise you. So as you can tell, it was underneath, I believe, a CRV. Obviously, anytime a car hits an SUV, it just goes under and it just causes a mess with your car. Now, that being said, the damage is really not too bad. Like, it's definitely fixable, but honestly, I just don't really want to fix it. And if this will open, I don't know if it will. Let me try, hold on, let me pop the hood on this. So with the hood open, yeah, it's unfortunate. This was a straight hood, so you could tell it's pretty mangled up. It's not worth anything now. And again, it was just an Impreza. So the drivetrain, it's pretty good. It's solid. Like, you know, I could take this engine out. I could take the transmission and throw it into another car. And I was considering of doing that, just kind of taking the engine and find a blown up Subaru and throwing it in. But when I was on the marketplace, I really couldn't find anything. Or another option was I was going to try to find another Impreza and try to, you know, replace the whole front end again, because if you can tell, this section up to here, it's a different paint. I know I got overspray and polish everywhere. I did a messy job with it. But you could really see it right here. So that dark gray, that's the OEM paint. And the light gray is just like a spray can paint. So you can see the difference there. A few years ago, I had to replace this entire section down there right to the frame rail, drill out all these spot welds, all above here, replace this entire radiator support, all the way down to the bottom. As you can see, yeah, the bumper is just gone. It's mangled. I replaced it all the way up to there, and I got it from a parts car that I paid $500 for. As you can see, the body is starting to show its condition. It's getting pretty far gone, in my opinion. The bash bar, which are notorious for rotting out, is pretty well there. Unfortunately, our new headlights got damaged pretty badly. I'm pretty bummed out about that. I believe this one is still good. Yeah, this one looks like it didn't take any damage, so I could sell one, I guess, or hold on to it. That's toast. Our license plate delete, that's all pushed in now, but again, doesn't really matter because the bumper is, it's yeah. Fog lights we can pull out. Basically, guys, I don't plan on rebuilding this. If you do notice, we do have some Raceland coilovers in the front, and I believe they're Ultimos sets. They're the white and blue ones. And if you notice, they're Covenant stuff, and I coated them in fluid film. And if you could tell, there's no corrosion on them whatsoever. Obviously, in the threads, right, you can't even see it. The threads have a little bit of corrosion, but I mean, there's nothing really gone. And I don't think, no, we can't see it in there, but I didn't want these rotting away like my old ones. And you're probably going to realize I didn't do a video on that. The process of doing a video, but basically what happened was I got the front installed and the fronts were blown. I had the red classic set and they were blown. But I bought those. I wanted to see what they were about. And honestly, the fronts felt night and day. Like, they felt amazing. I really enjoyed the coilovers. A lot of people, you know, they kind of shit on them, but I think they're good for your money. Rears I never did install, hence why I never uploaded a video. I was going to do the rears this year and have it done, and then I could upload the video. That install would have taken me 1 year. But now I'm going to go ahead and just scrap everything I recorded. But the reason why I did not upload that video, the bottom part of the coilover that mounts to your hub, there's a bracket on it. One of the brackets got damaged in shipping, so I reached out to Raceland. Literally within a day, they had a replacement shipped. No questions asked, from the US to Canada. Great guys, great service. I honestly, I like Raceland coilovers if you can get them for your car. I might be able to reuse them. I might sell them. I'm not sure what I want to do with them, but the fronts are used. The rears are literally brand new. So if someone's interested in them, I guess let me know. I'm on the fence of selling them because they're barely used, but we'll see. If we work our way around the car, you will see the bottom rockers are pretty well non-existent. Again, this is why this was my beater. This is why I kind of stopped putting time into it. We did do the Brembo swap. The rotors might be gone. We'll see, I guess. But we did the fronts, and we also did the rears. This is something I did not show, but I will probably show it in a future video of how you do this to your Impreza and also your WRX. They work with both cars. But I started to realize how bad the body was down here. Now you can't tell, but they actually repaired here. So basically this section all the way back into that car, like all the way back here, was all spot, like they drilled out all the spot welds and replaced it. And right here, there used to be welds here that they like tack welded, and they did a pretty poor job because it all just rotted away. You could see, like, you know, yeah, like a piece just fell. I'm just in a position now, I just don't really want to fix it. I don't want to repair it. And you can see, like, rust is starting to form there. I thought I fixed it, but I guess not. The bumper is, like, pretty mint. I really like how the bumper came out. It's a shame, but, you know, we did the 0405 taillights on the back end. They are plug and play for anyone that has a 0607. This is a eBay catback 3-inch that I modified my mid pipe on the Impreza to bolt up, and you can see it's pretty aged. It's pretty crap. The muffler no longer exists. It rotted away, and I pulled out the inside part of it, the like wire mesh. So that's all gone. So it's pretty well a straight pipe. Yes, we did have spacers to fit the winter wheels, but my summer wheels bolted right up to them, and they looked really good. And you can even see right here, the rocker's just rotting away. See that? So yeah, this was all repaired as well. You can just see it's all bubbling up. Like it doesn't even hold the skirt anymore. And that's why I don't have a skirt on the other side. Last winter I was driving and I lost it. Let me open up the back. So inside the back, you'll see it gets even worse. She's a parts car right now, so she's full of stuff that I just needed to store because we're in the middle of moving right now. But if you notice, it's just all rotting away. I did a poor job sealing this up. I realized what I did wrong, but when I was first doing this, I was learning. I was throwing stuff on it, thinking it would stop the corrosion, and it didn't. If I were to redo it now, I would know how to do it properly. Again, this was a car I learned on, so you learn from your mistakes. But this door that we redid, it looked like it held up pretty well. I don't see any rust. I don't see any rust or anything. Even down here, pretty well. The other side, not so much. But all in all, this is going to be the end of her. End of an era, I guess. So I am going to find it pretty difficult to let this thing go, and especially to part it out. But she is going to be parted out, guys. So if there's anyone local, hit me up. You are going to notice we are in a completely new location. I forgot to point that out. I got to record that again. I almost gave away something. This is our new house. This is our new house. We got lots of space back here, as you can see. So we can fit our projects here. We no longer have to have the cars in different areas. We can work on the cars at the same time. You know, multiple cars, we don't got to worry about it. But unfortunately, this one's getting parted out. I am going to find it a little bit difficult to do that, just because this was indeed my first car. I put a lot of time and love into her. She was painted Laguna Seca blue. I did a Brembo swap on her. We replaced the clutch, flywheel, redid the entire front end. I did not record that on this channel, but if you did look up for another channel with a similar name, I think of this one, you'll see that, and you'll see even younger Zach, and the videos are pretty cringy, but I lost access to that account, so I didn't bother recovering it to continue uploading on it. I just decided to make a new account, which is the one we use now. But you'll see more of the videos of the car on there, and fortunately, this is probably the last one. So I guess that's it, guys. You'll probably see her in a couple of videos in the future, just, you know, a video here and there of her in the background, but she is going to be parted out. I'm not really excited about it. I had her, I think, for like 7 or 8 years. Was my first car. Learned a lot on her. And it's going to be tough to see her go. But on to bigger and better things, right? Well, as always, feel free to subscribe, comment, and like, and take it easy, guys.